90.3 Energy FM. Pag mong sabihin radyo, sabihin mo Energy Masamsamit. Magandang umaga muli, Metro Dagupan, and we're coming to you live at the 4th floor, Duki Chongson Building, A.B. Fernandez Avenue, Dagupan City. Ang Energy FM Dagupan's Coffee Break, Tapatan ni Pangga 2022 ay hindi lang po napapakinggan sa siyudad ng Dagupan, but we are also heard sa buong probinsya ng Pangasinan, coast to coast and globally through our A-Radio. Kasama po dyan ang ating Energy FM Dagupan FB page. Kumusta po kayong lahat, mga kaibigan? Narito na naman tayo sa isa na namang edisyon ng ating Tapatan ni Pangga. This program aims to assist and educate our dear listeners para maging mas aware pa ho sila sa mga tumatakbo at mga kasalukuyang nakaupo at mga nagbabaka sakaling maluklok sa pwesto. This coming election 22 with our current aspiring local candidates from the presidentiables, aspiring kasama ho dyan ang vice presidential senators, down to the mayors with their councilors. Mga kaibigan, isang malaking karangalan na atin pong mga kasama, the indefatigable at talaga ng pong lingkod ng bayan, mga kaibigan, the League of Municipalities of the Philippines, Pangasinan Chapter President ng 44 towns and 4 cities. Mga kaibigan, ang akin pong mayor ng Lingayen, Mayor Paul Batawil. Magandang umaga po, Mayor Paul. Kumusta po kayo?
Magandang umaga naman, Jay, at sa ating mga viewers and listeners. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Ako po ay bumabati sa inyo ng Happy New Year po.
Okay. Mayor Paul, una-una lahat, gusto ko na pong malaman kumusta po kayo.
Okay naman, ako po ay very busy sa mga panahon na ito. Actually, galing po ako ng 6th District kaninang umaga. Madaling araw pa lang dumibiyahe na ako.
Opo.
At minabuti kong manumbalik dito sa radio station natin para makapiling ang ating mga kababayan na talagang sumusubaybay sa ating programa. Kahapon nandun po ako sa 1st District naman at ako po ay dumadalaw doon sa mga local chief executives ng iba-ibang mga LGUs dahil sa ako po ang presidente ng League of Municipalities of the Philippines, Pangasinan Chapter.
Napaka-hectic po ng schedule. At kahapon nga po, ay kausap ko nga po, baka very fortunate na pabigyan niyo pa rin po ng pagkakataon ang Energy FM na kayo po makapanayam, makatapatan muli sa ating pong programa. Hindi ko na ho patatagalin. Marami na ho tayong mga viewers na nag-aantabay at sa ating pong Tapatan ni Pangga. By the way, bago ko simulan, mga kapangga, gusto ko lang pong ipaalam sa ating mahal na mayor na mayroon hong mga oras na binibigay ang inyong lingkod sa ating mga katanungan. At when you hear this buzzer, I hope you were able to listen to that, Mayor. Ibig sabihin, we move on to the next question.
Yes.
At ang oras na hindi nyo po natapos, it will not carry over or magta-top up dun sa next na oras na ibibigay ko sa iyo. There will be 1 minute, there will be 5 minutes, and sometimes 3 minutes po. So are we ready na po, Mayor Paul?
Okay po.
Isang malaking karangalan mulit. Narito na po ang ating unang tapat na katanungan para kay Mayor Paul Batawil. And of course, I'll be giving you 1 minute po for this tapat na katanungan. Sino po? Si Mayor Leopoldo Nalupa Batawil. 1 minute lang po. Your timer starts now.
Ako po ay isang lingkod ng bayan na ipinanganak doon sa Libsong East, Lingayen, Pangasinan. I'm very proud. In many places that I have been, I always talk about my hometown, my beloved hometown of Lingayen. Doon po ako na-raise at doon ako nag-aral at nanunumbalik every now and then kahit nasaan man ako ma-assign in Mindanao, Visayas, and Luzon when I was still in the active service sa Philippine National Police. I made it a point to return to my hometown at makipag-networking sa ating mga relatives and friends and our kabalayans doon sa ating Lingayen. And so, from the beginning of my life in the countryside ay nakita ko na yung kondisyon ng aking bayan. And I saw the development of many other local government units in various places, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And ito ay nakatulong sa aking panunungkulan bilang inyong mayor ngayon ng Lingayen at former congressman ng Segunda Distrito.
Maraming salamat po. Ayan. we move on to the next tapat na katanungan. Isang 4 minutes po, I'd rather give you 5 minutes for this tapat na question, Mayor Paul. Isang tapat na tanong. Pagkatapos niyo pong talunin ang dating mayor po ng Lingayen na si Mayor Iday Castañeda, ano po ang inyong masasabi na muli niyo siyang makalaban sa susunod na election po? I'll be giving you 5 minutes for this tapat na katanungan. Your timer starts now.
Actually po ay ini-expect ko na there will be more from my kabalayans na magpresenta ng sarili para magkaroon ng mas maraming option ang mga kababayan ko sa Lingayen. At dito ko mag-gauge yung aking performance nung almost 3 years as mayor, no? Hindi po ako isang politiko na naghahangad na post o walang makakaharap sa hinaharap na election, ano? Gusto ko yung magkaroon ng choices ang ating mga kababayan. At ganun pa man ay ang aking pong makakatunggali ay yung former mayor natin. Gusto ko pong ipalam sa inyo na ito po ay isang kumbagay friendly exercise of a democratic process sa ating bayan, no? At nung ako po ay manalo ay binigyan ko kagad ng halaga at pagpugay yung nakarang administrasyon. In fact, I paid my courtesy call, no, sa kay former Mayor Iday, and in a very gracious manner I was accepted in her home. Nag-usap kami ng tapatan at tinanong ko sa kanya kung anong mga gusto niyang ipamahagi sa akin na ipagpatuloy ko para yung mga unfinished work niya ay pwede kong mabigyan ng direction at implementation. Alam mo, I cannot forget yung kanyang bilin sa akin. Tapusin mo yung RHU2.
Okay.
At saka yung BBC stock, sabi niya. Yung pong yung mga handicap children and adults na palaging tinetherapy doon sa likod ng stage nung araw, no? At saka yung RHU2 doon sa Dumalandan Center. Binigyan ko ng importansya yon, no? At sa katunayan, pinatapos ko po yung pinagbili niya sa akin at yung mga handicap children and elderly people, nirelocate ko doon sa mas malapit sa DSWD para sila ay matutukan ng todo. At ngayon ay pinagawan ko pa ng bagong building, yung MSWDO, kasi nandun sila sa masikip na lugar. Gusto ko yung maayos yung kanilang panunungkulan. Yung RHU2 naman, natapos na rin yung birthing facility doon at maaliwalas naman. At dinagdagan pa natin yung pong RHU3, no? Na sa ngayon ay nandoon sa Dulag at nagba-vaccination sila doon sa Basing, sa covered court. Gusto nating palakihin pa itong RHU3 kasi marami tayong mga kababayan doon sa southern barangays na kinakailangan din nila ng serbisyo publiko when it comes to medical attention. Yung bagong RHU1 natin, you should see it for yourself, Jay. Napakaganda. In fact, as we speak, nandun yung 3 doctors, nandun yung aking mga department heads under the administrator natin, si General Robert Sailim, na classmate ko sa high school yan, no? Batch of Pangasinan Provincial High School, 1970 kami. Valedictorian namin si General Sailim, who offered his services to serve Lingayen as the administrator. So, I'm very grateful. Blessing lahat ito na atin pong tinatamasa dito sa Lingayen. So, they are now there in the new RHU1 building. Bago po ito, napakaganda. For those who would like to see how we performed in a period of 3 years, please you are invited in our town of Lingayen.
Maraming salamat po, Mayor Paul. Actually, you have one more minute to go, but it seems na nailahad yun na po yung gusto nyo sabihin. So, we will move on to the next tapat na katanungan, and this will have another 5 minutes. Gusto ko lang pong ipaalam, mga Panggad, that we're also live sa atin pong FB page, and we now have 96 total viewers. Marami na po yan, Mayor Paul. At of course, sa mga kababayan natin na gusto pa rin po, please share the interview of Mayor Paul sa lahat po ng mga kababayan natin sa Lingayen. And the text lines that we have, it's 0912-782-5884. Ulitin ko po, 0912-782-5884 at 0955-976-34. Basa lang po ng ilang mga pagbati mula sa ating mga text lines. Mayor Paul, sabi tayo, tunay na leader, may dalisay na kalooban na ang tanging hangad at kabutihan sa kanyang bayan ng Lingayen deserves leader like Mayor Paul Batawil.
Maraming salamat po.
Kate Arangkada, Lingayen, lingkod ng bayan, Mayor Paul. Ayan, at from DG, sabi, Arangkada, Lingayen, yan, pagbati. At siyempre, yun po yung mga, ninyo, yung mga pinapadala ninyong pagbati para sa ating mahal na Mayor. Okay, let's move on with the next tapat na tanong. Isang tapat na tanong. Bukod po sa mga nagawa niyo pang pagbabago sa Lingayen, ano pa po ang mga plataforma na nais mong ilatag sa atin pong bayan ng Lingayen? This is 5 minutes. Your tapat na kasagutan, Mayor Paul. Ngayon na.
Opo, marami po tayong mga infrastruktura na ini-implement at na-implement na. And one of the major infrastructure projects na hiniling ng taong bayan ito, na binigyan natin ng priority ay yung construction of the Lingayen Civic Center, na ito po ay kaagad-agad nagamit within a period of less than 6 months. No? Operational na kaagad ito. Ito yung nandoon sa plaza natin na hindi ko in-expect na ganun pala kahalaga yun dahil sa ang daming mga activities na naganap doon na kinakailangan ng covered court na yon at lalong-lalo na itong pandemic na ito, no? And we realized that God truly loves Lingayen, no? With that infrastructure, yung vaccination program na kung saan ay ratsyada tayo ng todo-todo because of the yung COVID cases na where Lingayen was also experience some difficulty because of the upsurge, no? Yun, very useful yung lugar na yun. Plus yung mga vaccination centers that we established in different places, like for example in Manibok, in Istanza, in Dumalandan, in even in Basing. So all of this nakatulong, no? And then of course outside Lingayen yung Daang Kalikasan, saka yung Daang Katutubo. Within Lingayen yung pong yung Baywalk na patapos na rin, at saka yung Limahong Tourism Center na operational na rin. Marami ng mga kababayan natin na nakikinabang at may mga nagsasagawa ng mga family reunion and even wedding rites doon, no? And lately I would like to commend yung mga department heads ko for conducting a very successful and meaningful Kasalang Bayan. This was held last December 29. Yung LCR ko dyan, si Mr. Jojo Lopez, really outstandingly performed and orchestrated the event, no? So there were 100 couples and we will duplicate that this February 14. Kaya yung mga gustong magpakasal on February 14, please feel free to go to our office through the local civil registrar and parehistro, no? Yung pong Lingayen Binmali Dagupan Bypass Road, ongoing po yan, multi-year project yun na ipinagbilin ko rin kay Congressman Jumel Espino. And I'm very lucky na si Congressman Espino had been very receptive sa mga programa na naka-lay down, and pinagpapatuloy po niya. So hopefully within 2-3 years time, no, siguro operational na rin. So this will bring Lingayen closer to the development centers like Dagupan, no? We should be able to attract investors those more developed areas. The problem before was that Lingayen had not been very accessible, out of way kumbaga, no? But with the construction of the Lingayen Binmali Bypass Road, 15 minutes lang nandun ka na kagad sa Lingayen. So we are putting up we are identifying various development areas, like for example mga growth areas for commercial center and trading center, no, government center. We have already established one, nagpapagawa na ngayon ng pagkordoon. And then soon the Cooperative Development Authority will also put up theirs, and many other national government agencies ang nagsignify. What does that mean? Ibig sabihin nito, there will be more economic activities, more employment opportunities, more businesses, more income for our beloved capital town of this great province of Pangasinan, which is Lingayen, which had been somehow medyo kumbagay silent for a while, no, in the past. But now it is now a focus of interest by investors, by national government, and many other agencies.
We only have 30 seconds to go. Do you want to still say something po, Mayor Paul?
Oh yes, yung pong out of these many infrastructure programs that we have in place, useless po lahat ang mga to eh. If the people are hungry, if the people are unemployed, or if the people are sick. That is why we are giving focus on the wellness program, on the health of our people. Vaccination is, if I'm not mistaken, over 90% na kami. Ang vaccination program natin, and still ongoing as we speak now. Ongoing ang vaccination doon sa RHU1 building, RHU2 and RHU3. So continuing activity po ito. And the livelihood, I want to emphasize that livelihood is very important for our people. Agriculture and aquaculture. Yun po ang aking focus dito. And I need the help of a sangguniang bayan that will be supportive to our plans and programs.
Alright. Salamat po sa inyong tapat na kasagutan, Mayor Paul. I just would like you to know that we are now climbing at 126 viewers. And our lines are still open, 0912-782-5884 and 0955-5976, 34. J. Mark Kevin Crisostomo, we're proud now to be part of the capital town of the great province of Pangasinan. Salamat, Mayor Paul.
Salamat po.
Pure Public Service, Jaja CLM, okay, may mga question pa dito. Tatanungin na natin maya-maya. And Arangkada Lingayen from Dave. Okay, let's have more. Yung iba po ang mga tanong ninyo, bibigyan natin kay Mayor Paul maya-maya lang ng konti. This will give you 5 minutes, Mayor Paul. Isang tapat na tanong. Ano ang sa tingin mong paghahanda ang dapat natin gawin sa Lingayen pagdating po sa oras ng kalamidad, pagdating din po sa kalusugan, partikular na sa COVID-19, trabaho, edukasyon, at kung kasama din po dito siyempre ang krimen. 5 minutes, Mayor Paul. Your timer starts now.
Well, yes. In fairness to the past administration, I'd like to commend them for putting up a very effective, efficient LDRRMO. Ano ito? Ito yung Lingayen Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office, headed by Mr. Clark Mamarel, no? At saka sina Kimpi. They're very professional employees na without being told, they know what to do. And the training is a continuing program of action nila. I saw their program of action, yung annual program of action nila, and it keeps improving every time. That's why kami sa pamunuan ay determined po kami na i-upgrade yung mga equipage nila, yung mga pang-responde nila, especially in calamity-prone areas like the flood-prone barangays, no, in the along the river banks. So we are prepared for eventual calamity. In fact, we have been simulating, no, kakaroon kami ng simulation exercises. Plus, of course, pagka ganong situation, hands-on ka talaga. As a mayor, hindi pwede yung remote control ka dyan. So you have to be on hands-on in calamity operation, even in the relief operations. I'm proud of my MSWD also. Very dedicated sila. They experience many challenges along the way, but they're very patient, no? Napaka-pasensyoso ng mga staff ko sa MSWDO. And they have prepared for a calamity. If it happens, hopefully not, no? We pray that our town of Lingayen and our province of Pangasinan will be spared from such any calamity that will happen like the one that happened in the Visayas and Mindanao, no? And really, that Typhoon Odette brought pain and so much sorrow for our people out there. And we are sympathizing. If that happens, hopefully not, no? We would need a lot of help. Maaring hindi makayanan lahat ng Lingayen, no? Ang magnitude na yon. Pero we would need a lot of help from the neighboring towns. And if it happens to the neighboring towns, Lingayen will also be prepared to assist. We have the PNP, we have the Bureau of Fire, we have the POSO, we have the barangays. The barangays are trained properly for that, no? Continually. In fact, I have attended several trainings ng mga barangay disaster risk reduction management nila. And some volunteer organizations I have also attended, no? And I have also given them my guidance. So, other than that, I would like the help of our people to create more and more job opportunities for those who are jobless, those who have been locked down, those who cannot go back to work in here and abroad, no? And many other things that I would like to do na hindi makayanan ng in short period of time. And so I hope that our people will help me get our acts together in this endeavor.
Maraming salamat, Mayor po. You still have 2 more minutes if you would like to continue. Baka mayroon pa ako ikidagdag pa.
Well, yes, on education, I understand the problem that our education sector is encountering right now. But I would like to assure them that in whatever form of help the LGU can extend to them, we will. In fact, we have allocated 6.5 million pesos of local fund to support the 3 districts of Lingayen DepEd. So the 6.5 million is not actually enough. There are many things that our schools need to continually maintain the level of standard of our education. My marching order for our teachers, for our principals, for our supervisors, and our division superintendent is to upgrade further the level, the quality of education in Lingayen. And this is all in support to the plans and programs of our beloved Governor Amado Pogi Espino III, who had really been very young at heart, but very experienced in governance. And
20 seconds.
Yes, and here I am in support to all of these national, regional, provincial, and even congressional initiatives.
Thank you very much, Mayor Paul.
Kapatan ni Bangga.
Ito tayong abutan ng oras doon. Hep hep hooray, Arangkada Lingayen. And sabi pa dito, Best Mayor in Town, Arangkada Lingayen, likat na barangay, likat na balay, lingkod ng bayan, Leopoldo Batawil Natan, Balo, Arangkada Lingayen. Okay, daming mga phrases sa ating pong Mayor Paul. 0912-782-5884. This time, Mayor Paul, I'll be giving you 1 minute for this tapat na katanungan. 1 minuto lang po. Ano po ang inyo pong insight o masasabi sa mga taong ayaw pa rin pong magpabakuna? 1 minute. Your timer starts now.
We have been very patient. We were able to identify a sector na malaking sector na ayaw at the very start. But after talking to them, after telling them of the importance of vaccination. They responded very willingly, and I'm very proud of our people of Lingayen. When you talk to them, no, kung minsan mayroon kasing mga disinformation, mga fake news na nakakapekto sa kaisipan, sa kadamdamin ng ating mga kababayan. But when you explain to them, no, you are the mayor, you should be authoritative on matters of like that, no, and back up by scientific research, and the doctors helping us in this effort, we should be able to convince our people.
Thank you very much, Mayor Paul. Now, we move on naman po. Actually, yan po ang buod ng ating second to the last question ng ating Tapatan ni Pangga 2022. This time, another 5 minutes for this question. Isang tapat na tanong, Mayor Paul. Kung sakali pong palarin muli kayong maupo bilang mayor, at ang iyong mga vice mayor, ang iyong vice mayor at ang iyong mga sangguniang bayan members ay hindi po pala din, nasa kabilang partido, paano niyo po sila pakikisamahan? Your 5 minutes starts now.
Actually, I leave it to God's will, no? The voice of the people is the voice of God. Kung sinong manalo na vice mayor, and even me, kung sakali man na palarin tayo, ipagpatuloy natin yung programa. Kung sinong manalo na vice mayor ko, no, ay ganun din. I expect to work in unity, solidarity, and teamwork with them, including my 8 councilors, no? I'm very happy with my present Vice Mayor Juday Vargas Quiocho. She's very young, very intelligent, very talented, no? Married to a PM mayor like me, Major Quiocho, and she had been focused, very much focused on her work, and I've always told him na she has my support, full support, and my commitment and loyalty to the team, no? To the team. I've been telling people na hindi ko pagpapalit itong vice mayor kong ito kahit na anong mangyari, no? So on that note, I would like also to make a special mention, no? The members of my team. Nandiyan sina Councilor J.M. Crisostomo, Councilor Jasper Pasion, Councilor Russell Quaresma, and then yung papalit kay Councilor Randall Bernal, yung asawa niya, si Councilor Dada Bernal, no? And then yung papalit kay Councilor JC Arsinue, si Councilor Aba Arsinue. Nandiyan din si Jonathan Ramos, a barangay captain of one of the most remote barangays ko yan sa Wawa, but he is a very religious man, and I believe that with his membership in the team, he will be able to bring the team closer to somebody up there in heaven, no? And nandiyan din sina Kuya Jing Javier, very dedicated person, and he acts like a big brother to all of us there, no? Nandiyan din si Kuya Katdong Ricardo Ferrer, no? The eldest in the group, but he is very young at heart. At love na love siya ng mga kababayan natin dyan sa palengke. At I think I have completed the lineup, no? So I think with us as a group, no, I fondly call this group as a unity team, because we belong from different party affiliation, but we got together for a cause to serve, to give our best, our quality time for our beloved Lingayen. Ang ganda.
Thank you very much, Mayor Paul. At sumayin niyo po ang ating mga prepared questions para sa Tapatan ni Pangga. This time, Mayor Paul, we move on naman po sa second part. Ito po yung mga kabang-abang kung saan yung po mga katanungan mula sa ating mga texters ay atin pong ibibigay po sa inyo. At papakinggan din natin po ang sagot ni Mayor Paul. No holds barred, sabi ni Mayor Paul sa atin kanina. So, sisimulan na ho natin ang ilan ho sa mga katanungan na pumasok ngayon. Texter 7715 Mayor Paul, may mga bumabati ko sa plaza nung panahon ng pandemya na ginawa daw taniman ng gulay. Ano po ang inyong, wala na ho tayong time limit dito, Mayor Paul.
Opo.
Your answer po?
Actually, it was a message during a pandemic because I wanted our people to know and to do what is feasible within their capability. For example, pandemic, anong magagawa natin? You are at home, no? And you are limited from going around. So I told our people, you can plant vegetables in your own backyard. Look, we can do it here in our own plaza, no? Binatikos nga tayo. Sabing ganon, babatukan ka ni Dr. Rizal Yanfo kung ano-anong ginagawa mo sa plaza. Ay, sabi, hindi ko na sinagot yon. Yung mga kababayan na lang natin ang sumagot. Anyway, yes, I would like our people to understand that we are delivering a message. But look at our plaza now. It is the center of happy people promenading with their families, no, and friends. With the ornamentals all around, and then of course the centerpiece is our Dr. Jose Rizal. Last December 30 nag-celebrate tayo doon ng Rizal Day, and to the appreciation and delight of the people who were there, nakita nila yung pagpapahalaga natin ng ating national hero, and I would like to say thank you to our people of Lingayen for all your support.
Another texter, texter 7715. Mayor Paul, nagkaroon po ba ng pagkakataon na nagtampo po ang mga tricycle drivers TODA sa inyo noon? Maaari niyo po ba itong bigyan ng linaw?
Opo. Actually, yung TODA natin, almost 3,000 yan. If I'm not mistaken, 2,600 ang TODA, no? Yung mga Tricycle Operators and Drivers Association of Lingayen. And some of them, some who are not members are called the Colorum.
Yes.
No? When we reviewed the transport system of Lingayen, I know for a fact na napaka-importante ang tricycle operation. And we engaged the TODA officials on a regular dialogue, monthly meeting, which they did not have such kind of interaction before, no? So monthly ang aming dialogue, and you know what they raised in front of me? Sabi nilang ganon na kami na regular members ng TODA ay sumusunod sa patakaran, sa batas. Kami ay pumipila. Bakit namamayagpag yung mga kolorom? Sabing ganon. Anong ginagawa ninyo? So, hindi na ako nagbigay ng kautusan. Nag-aksyon ang PNP, nag-aksyon ang barangay, nag-aksyon ang poso. May mga nahuli at pinagmulta. Yun ang mga malalakas ang boses na bumatikos. Sabing ganon na maruksa si Batawil, sabing ganon na ganon na aresto dito, aresto diyan. Sabi ko sa kanila, kami po sa pamunuan, hindi po kami malupit, no? Hindi po kami nambubugbog. Hindi tulad nung mayroong dyan na nag-trending sa YouTube na mga otoridad nung binubugbog, tinatadyakan pa yung yung tri-bike. Naawa ko doon. Sabi ko, never should you do that to our people, no? Wag na wag nyong galawin ang ating mga tricycle drivers na ganyan. Pangaralan nyo sila and enforce the law. What is the law? Yung ordinance.
Yes.
Ni-review namin yung ordinance. Alam mo ba na yung ordinance na yun gawa pala ng past administration. Hindi atin yun.
Okay.
But we are implementing it because it is the law. It is the ordinance. It's sponsored by a councilor who is no longer a councilor now, no? And I think she's running for position again as a councilor. Pero siya nag-sponsor noon, and that was passed in the previous administration. So we are just implementing a law which had been passed before. So ito po, malakas sa social media yung mga nahuhuli.
Yes.
Na sabi nila kahit pandemic at saka walang awa si Batawil. No, I am not that kind.
Okay. More questions. Sa loob ng 3 taon, ipakita naman po ni Mayor Paul ang mga pagbabago from Texter 946. Mayor Paul, pagbati naman to. Congratulations po. Kayo po ulit ang magiging mayor namin sa susunod na eleksyon.
Salamat po. Salamat po.
Okay. May mga comments po dito na pumasok pa rin po. Texter 1478. Ang palengke po natin, Mayor Paul, maganda na. May igaganda pa po ba?
Actually, umikot ako doon many times over, and I saw the condition. Hindi ako satisfied.
Okay, maganda na, pero may igaganda pa pala.
Yung mga kinakailangang i-repair pa, yung mga alulod, pag nag-uulan talagang buhos doon sa mga paninda, yung drainage, kinakailangan pang continuing regular clean up of the canals and drainage, and we should have a more efficient septic tank for the whole market area, na kung saan ay tulad nung ginawa natin sa slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse now had been declared by the DENR and the Department of Agriculture, kasi inimbita namin sila nung inauguration ng 5-chamber sewage treatment plant which we constructed doon mismo sa slaughterhouse, na nung araw yung mga neighborhood doon nagko-complain sila na mabaho. But now hindi, wala kang maamoy na baho because of the 5-chamber treatment facility, plus yung mayroon pang biosubstance na minimix doon para mapakinabangan yung mga waste materials at saka hindi mag-aamoy. So that's what I want to do for our market area. But our market supervisor and then our administrator and the department heads, nung huling mag-meeting kami, they are proposing a new location for our wet market, for our dry market, and pinag-aaralan namin yan.
Texter 249090. Mayor Paul, bubalik po ulit ang traffic sa Lingayen.
Opo, I expected po yan kasi holiday. Pero alam po ninyo, to the credit of our POSO, our PNP, our barangays, halos hindi na rin sila nagpapahinga. Sa totoo lang, naawa rin ako sa kanila But I told them, sakripisyo tayo mga bata. Kasi holiday, people are home on a vacation from various places, so and so many activities, no? Ako nga nangangamba kasi baka mamaya mag-upsurge ang COVID dahil dito sa grabe ang tao. And prayers will mean a lot, plus of course tuloy-tuloy na paghikayat sa ating mga kababayan na to observe strictly protocol, IATF protocol, no? And yun po, totoo po yan, traffic is back, but hopefully pag matapos yung bypass road natin, where it will siphon, no, traffic coming from western, and then traffic coming from eastern, hindi na kailangang dadaan pa ng poblasyon but through the bypass road. And I believe na we will be able to improve.
In addition to that, gusto ko lang idagdag yung mga 18 years old below, ilan po nakakalabas na rin, marami din po yan, at ilang taon din nakalabas yung mga yan, kaya nagdagdag sa traffic sa mga sa Lingayen. Kung nakita nyo, maraming kabataan na ngayon nakakalabas.
Totoo po yan.
Ito yung mga ilang taon na 2 years almost na hindi nakalabas, no? At ngayon sila nakakataon na makisalamuha sa mga kaibigan nila at pamilya nila in Lingayen. Anyways, Mayor Paul, another question dito from Texter 4835. Ang paghahanda po ng Lingayen dito ho sa may Ramos Street, pag bumabaha po, mataas po talaga ang tubig.
Opo, sad to say na base doon sa pag-aaral ng ating mga engineers, mga dalubhasa, mababang Lingayen. There are places which are considered catch basin, so we can only mitigate, no? But with the given situation, ang pakiusap ko ay magtulungan tayo, wag magtapon ng basura sa kanal, keep the canals free-flowing. What I did to mitigate that when I was your congressman was to construct a major drainage facility coming from Libsong East, Tonton, Libsong West, Poblacion, and then lalabas doon sa Limahong Channel ang flood water, and that is already operational. We were able to clean that up, no? Ang dami mga debris, ang dami mga net na nakakasagabal. Ngayon anumbalik na naman. That's why through your program, may I ask our barangay captains to help me ensure the free flow of water in those major drainage facility, no? Para hindi agaon lipwa Dramos Street and other places.
May ilog kasi doon, ano po, Mayor?
Opo.
Next question. Tanong ko po kay Mayor Paul from Jaime. Sabi niya, nakita na ang pagbabago ng Lingayen. Kapag kayo po ang mahalal muli, ano po ang gagawin nyo para maging premier town ang Lingayen o pwedeng maging city of Lingayen in the near future?
Sad to say that I tried that when I was your congressman. I sponsored a bill recommending Lingayen as a capital. Kasi yung bayan yung mga capital towns, wala na yung batas na na automatic declaration as a city, no? Either component of chartered city. Wala na yon kahit na capital town ka. You should comply with the two requirements out of three. Area, population, and income. Pinag-aralan namin yan, at saka yung Sangguniang Bayan nung nakaraan, pinag-aralan din nila yan, at hindi talaga magkwa-qualify ang Lingayen. In terms of area, kulang 63 square kilometers lang ang land area.
Okay.
And we need, if I'm not mistaken, 100 or so. So wala na tayo sa area.
Sa area pa lang, wala na.
Okay. Doon sa population, ang ating population ngayon is 107,000 of population as of last census ng National Statistics. How many do we need? 150,000 if I'm not mistaken. I cannot encourage our people to increase rapidly the population because that's not a good governance, no? So let it be done in God's time, no? Yung mga requirements na yan. Income, pwede pa, no? We're almost there. And hopefully with this Mandanas ruling, hindi nila i-increase yung minimum requirement to become a city. But if the minimum requirement of, if I'm not mistaken, around 250 million or so, no? Ma-attain na natin yon. But that is only one requirement. We need two. So, ang pangako ko sa ating mga kababayan ay ganito. We may not be a city in due time, in the near future, but we will try to raise the standard of living like a city. It's a first-class town as of now, no? It's the capital town of this great province, and we have all the potential for growth to make it like a city, kahit na hindi pa city. What are those potentials for growth? We are the government center.
Yes.
No? So convergence ng almost all people who need to transact with their governments, no? And we are the educational center. Do you know that our former President FBR nag-aral dyan sa Lingayen?
So true.
Yes.
Bahay siya doon sa atin.
And many others. My father-in-law, my late father-in-law, General Eustaquio VMA PMA Class 52, no? Taga Balongaw yun, pero nag-aaral sa Lingayen during those times. So we have a potential for growth on education and as a government center. How much more if we will be able to sustain yung mga tourism-oriented projects, yung mga cultural facilities natin, and other and many other social services. Nandiyan ang PCSO, provincial branch, yung Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office. What does that mean? Nandiyan sa capital town. People from the 44 towns and 4 cities of Pangasinan will transact business with them. And yung mga tao na yun would need to transact business with all other surrounding commercial establishments. So that means business. That means livelihood.
Okay.
At saka we are putting up, no? for the very first time, a government center right there at the Limahong tourism area. I call it official as the Lingayen Tourism Center, no? Because that is a growth area, a very beautiful place. In fact, yung dulo ng Baywalk, if you are there sa western end, that is the best site for sunset, no? You cannot find any other place as beautiful as the sunset in Limahong, in Lingayen. So many other promising potentials for our beloved Lingayen.
Our dear listeners, in as much as I really wanted to let Mayor Paul answer all the queries, all the questions that you have given sa atin pong text line, accommodate na lang kami ng isa na lang, ha. Pero this one is Mayor, no nayari ko mo kargaan yo'y traffic enforcer jad barangay Baay Ayamay intersection putak na gymnasium ta minsan yaagaw walay daw-dawit yabanggaan ditan, sir. It's a suggestion po.
Yes. Okay. Noted po.
Good morning, Mayor Paul. Pakitanong lang po kay Mayor Batawil kung kailan po ulit babalik ang dating pamasahe ng tricycle. From Joyce Singson.
Joyce, actually napag-usapan na yan, and our Sangguniang Bayan will work on it immediately. Don't worry.
Marami hong mga message, but more on panagdayo dad si ka, Mayor po. Nakita na natin ang progreso ng kababayan. Mas dinadayo ngayon ng Lingayen dahil sa mga improvements na nagawa ng aming buting Mayor Paul. Kaya medyo po matraffic from Patrick Santos. Sana all mayors katulad ni Mayor Batawil totoong serbisyo para sa bayan ng Asenso. Watching live po from Sir Ray Malonzo Manson. Mayor Paul, we don't have any more time, but I'd like to have your final words to all our listeners, na mga kababayan natin dyan sa may Lingayen. Alam ko, hectic ang schedule mo ngayon. You've given time para ho sa tapatan ni Pangga. Mayor Paul?
Pangga, I would like to announce my appreciation, my satisfaction with the people I work with, no? And our employees, our department heads are very much dedicated, and we are one in serving our people. And I'm very proud of our people also of Lingayen because of what is happening right now. And this is one situation where I was able to prove many people wrong na in Lingayen sari-saring kaisipan. Well, yes, mayroong mga bright ideas, and they insist on doing that because they feel that they're right. But when we judiciously deliberate and we come up with a decision, our people of Lingayen are very supportive. And on that note, I'd like to assure them that for as long as I am their mayor and I am their servant leader, I will give my utmost best. In fact, I've told them many times over na I have nothing more to achieve in my life, no? As a father of a family of 4, I'm already very fulfilled. Kumbaga, I have a happy family, no? A happy wife and 2 daughters na napag-graduate ko na rin sila. And although they don't like politics, to be truthful about it, but when I made my decision, they are very supportive in prayers, no? And then I'd like them to know na I had nothing more to aspire for. I have dedicated my life for beloved Lingayen, no? Kaya I hope na our people would keep on trusting me because I have nothing, I have no other interest except to serve our people and make our beloved town of Lingayen the best, not only in Pangasinan but also in the whole country. Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat, Mayor Paul Batawil. Sumayin niyo po ang ating tapatan ni Pangga ngayong araw po ng Tuesday, January 4, 2022 para ho sa ating lingkod ng bayan. Sa darating naman pong January 5, Miyerkules, atin po makakatapatan si aspiring mayor ng Calasiao, Mami Lynn Karamat. Salamat po at maraming salamat po again, Mayor Paul. Stay safe, stay healthy. Here on Energy FM, ito po ang Tapatan ni Pangga 2022.
Video Hit ni Pangga.